My name is Jose Luis Gomez. I'm from Valle de Guadalupe Jalisco. This is my beautiful family, and we've been here in Inglewood since 1982. Okay, I'm from a small town in the state of Jalisco. It's named Valle de Guadalupe, and it's a town of about 4,000 people that everybody knows each other, and we're a very friendly town. And I came here in '67, kept going back every year until I met my wife. When I saw her, I said, "This is the girl of my life," and I told my cousin, who she was her friend, I said, "That's going to be my wife." And sure enough, in 1981 we got married, and here we are.
The first time that I saw him, actually I said, no, this is not the person that I want. That's why he tried to get me in another way with the hush puppies.
Back then, the hush puppies were in style. They didn't have them over there, so they were nice, and he liked them. He said, "Hey, let me have your hush puppies." I said, "Well, only if you get me a date." And it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
When we came in '81, we started a softball league, mainly from people from our hometown. And it grew every Friday. Then when my kids grew up, we also made a women's team, which my wife also played for a few years. Then my son, and we keep going, and every Friday night we had the games here at Old Centinela. Now it's Edward Vincent. But every Friday night we've been playing there for the last 30 years.
It's mostly based around our regions in Mexico, which is not only Valle de Guadalupe, but the surrounding towns.
We go with our kids, all our kids become friends. My son is trying to play baseball with friends he grew up going to the park where we played softball with. And it created a close friendship with a lot of people that maybe we wouldn't have been as close to, who came from the same region we came from.
I obviously have the most talent in the family when it comes to sports, but we'll leave that up to argument. When it comes to like women, I think she probably is the best one.
She played varsity. All 4 years in high school softball.
And we like sports a lot.
One of the greatest memories that we had, every Sunday we got together at Ash Park, and it was our family, but also a lot of my mom's siblings live here with their kids, and we're all around the same age, so we would go to Ash Park and hang out there from like right after church. We'd go, so 1 o'clock mass, we'd be there by 2:30, and we'd be there until sundown, just all the kids playing, hanging out, all the cousins.
The parents would play domino, and we would play in the playground, and we'd bring in Dinah's chicken and called it a day.
For me, I feel like Inglewood, it's a large city. It's a large city, but I feel like it's also a very close community. I know I have a lot of friends from elementary that I still see and hang out, especially also through sports as well. So I feel like it offers those values also that encourages us to stay connected.
It reminds me of our small town in Mexico in a way. Everywhere we go, there's somebody we know. Like I could go to Vaughn's and can't get through 2 aisles without saying hi to somebody or having a conversation with the cashier. Rogers Park was also really big with Little League when we were growing up. And some of my closest friends are from Little League at Rogers Park.
And I feel like that also has to do with like working in our office, since we honestly do taxes for a lot of people in the city of Inglewood. Like wherever I go, a lot of people recognize me right away through working at that office. So they're like, "Oh, hey, like you're Jose's son." So it's like right away, I feel like I know everybody in Inglewood, honestly.
Well, after I got married, I got a job in aerospace industry as a CNC machinist. That's when the industry started going bad in the late 80s, early 90s, and thank God a couple of years before that, I started doing some income tax, and I had a few clients, mostly from the friends and community, but then I got laid off and I didn't know what to do, and then my wife said, "You know what, at least we have a little business, let's see what happens." And it grew from there. People, I don't know where they recommendation, and For 36 years, we've been serving the community, and from a couple of hundred, we're in a few, thousand already clients. So
No,
pretty
over
good.
10,000.
Yeah, well,
More than a few.
From 87 to 98, I was at home, and with all these people coming to the house, my wife kicked me out, so she goes either get a job, an office or something, because people knew I was home, so they started going early in the morning, late at night, and it was very uncomfortable for the family.
Every time people brought their kids, he would send them to play with us in our Barbie collections.
Then the place came up on Arborvitae, and we bought it in 1998. It used to be a chiropractic's office, so we just kind of did a little work and became the tax house. It's been 32 years at the same location. Thank God it grew from there, and very happy. My two older and youngest work with me, and everybody else helps a little. My wife also helped me. She also has a license, and she helped a little. Her husband is my right hand, and she also gives us advice. She's an accountant, so whenever we need something, everybody pushes in a little.
When I was 23, I had my 3 daughters, so I think it was the age that helped me not to be so tired. And I just did my best.
Education was always very instilled in us. So
But it was never forced.
It was never forced, but always highlighted. And one of the things that they always also wanted us to really focus in education, so they didn't want us to have a job while in college. They really wanted us to focus and get our degree and really plan for our futures.
And I never really had like someone tell me, oh, you have to go to college, but I kind of knew that I had to because the 3 older sisters that are way older than me graduated, so way older, I had to add that. So since I had seen them graduate, it was like, oh, like I have to also graduate.
I think we're all really hardworking and dedicated and responsible in our jobs. And you always say, where did you get that from? And I think we got it from both of them. She was very dedicated to our house and making sure we had everything we needed. And he's always been very dedicated to his business and to helping everyone in the community.
Inglewood is like a picture of my hometown, because there's so many people here from Valle de Guadalupe that everywhere we go, church, market, parks, they're all there, and I feel like I'm home. Inglewood is home. It's like Mexico, part of Mexico to me.